Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you and how has your week gone? I hope it's been a good one. It's been crazy for me. So busy, and I will fill you in on all what's been going on because it's certainly been a crazy week. Just doing these Sunday catch-up podcasts helps me breathe and take a moment. It was so exciting on Monday because I did something I hadn't really done before. I booked a studio and went up to London with the wonderful Scott, who I call my director, because we had a very special guest on the Living a Life of Magic podcast. So we met Amel Amin and we did a podcast with him, and it was absolutely fantastic. I was so nervous, and even though he's a friend and I know him, I haven't seen him for a while, and it was just really nice to see him. But also I can't read without my glasses, and I became a little bit self-conscious and was just aware that I was with this guy that was pretty awesome and he's living a life of magic, and I'm glad to say the nerves didn't get better of me, and I just loved every single second of it. And it was so nice to go and do it in a studio up in London. It was Vox Studios, and if you ever need to go to a studio, I'd thoroughly recommend them. It was really super nice, and the best thing was they had a coffee shop. And great coffee. And Scott was able to set up the room really well. And I can't wait to share that podcast with you. Honestly, it was brilliant. And to hear Amel living his life of magic and having followed him over the years, and how he's become the superstar that he really is, and what he's gone through. And it was really pretty cool. So super grateful to Scott, super grateful to Amel, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. So that should be coming out, I'm hoping end of September sometime, so I'll be able to share that with you. So that's been, that was really awesome on Monday, and it was just great. Really, I really love it and just want to do more of those podcasts with people who are literally living a life of magic. And his message throughout that podcast was all about intention and setting the right intentions. And I won't share any more because it's well worth a listen to. And, living a life of magic for most of us doesn't come easy. And there's always a story. We've all got a story, haven't we? We've all strived, I think that's the right word, to be where we are today. And we've had to overcome quite a lot to get where we are. And then when we're in the flow, we still have our lessons and we still have our challenges. But, the miracles that can come out of being in the moment. And that's been quite a theme this week. So I want to share with you our big news, because I've talked about it over the last Sunday Catch-Up podcast. I don't know if you've listened to them, but we are moving. We are moving house. We are going to move into another home. And so we are packing up literally the house where we've been, and it's a big job, literally moving. It's literally just packing everything up. And we've lived here since the children were small, and it's just like, I know we did it for a little while at the cabin, but it wasn't really, our daughter lived here, and that worked out really well, and we didn't have to pack up. But literally we're packing up, and it so came out of the blue. We weren't even looking for it. We were thinking about what we wanted to do next year, but we hadn't really got to that place of where we were ready to move And, back up a few years ago before COVID, Will and I, or even after COVID, because I can't remember the timelines now, Will and I wanted to move. And so we put the house on the market and everything else, but it wasn't to be. So, yeah, it was before COVID. So we changed our house to adapt it to how we wanted it. And it just wasn't meant to be. But now we've been thinking and talking about moving and talking about traveling. And it's like there at the top of our mind, but we were thinking more next year. Things seem to be, that's when we would do it. But the universe has another plan, as it often does. And right out of nowhere came this amazing opportunity for us that we couldn't say no to. And so we are moving in October, and Will and I are so super excited, and we've got a bit of a mountain to climb with packing our home up and working on this new place because it needs a bit of work doing, or quite a lot. Will's been there doing it every day, but Will, he can, and he is. And it's starting to come together, but it's a lot of hard work. And as I think I shared with you last week, we're clearing our loft out. And when it's like this opportunity came out of the blue, like we weren't expecting it. We thought it was going to happen next year. That's what we were manifesting. But as I said, the universe thought differently and has given us exactly what we wanted next year now. And so our brains took a little while to process that. And I think that's why I couldn't speak about it until now. And it's been a huge processing thing that we've been going through. And we were so overwhelmed with all that what's got to be done. And anybody that's moved home will know. And, we are very good at clutter clearing, and we don't have much clutter, but it's only until you start packing things up and moving you realize how much stuff you've got. And we've pretty much done the loft now. There's about 3 or 4 items up there that just need to come down, but we had no space because everything was downstairs, but we've cleared that now, and it feels so good. It feels such like a new start. And I didn't even know we needed a new start, but clearly we did, because this is what we're doing. And just what possessions we've got, that do we need it, don't we need it, and letting it all go. And it's quite easy actually. And I was going through the Christmas stuff, and obviously I want to keep some stuff from the kids' childhood, but some stuff can go and there's no attachment to it, and if there was, it's okay. So we've just been in this whole process. But when we went up in our loft, it's so full, it was absolutely chocker. I was like, and Will was like, how on earth are we going to do this? But we haven't let the mountain stop us, and how we're approaching it is one day at a time. Every day we're doing something. So we're just doing one little job. So when Will goes to our new home, he's taking something with him. And I'm going up in the loft, or have been going up in the loft every day. I'm bringing something down, sorting it out, clearing, storing, and then Will's taking. And Harriet's been taking some bits and pieces, taking her childhood stuff and her sister's, because obviously she's travelling at the minute, Amelia, so can't manage her stuff. But Harriet's going to store that for us, because we haven't got enough room for all the girls' stuff, so they're going to have it back. That's a great feeling. That's good. Have you got stuff of your children's in the loft if yours have left home? Have you cleared yours out? It's quite a lot, isn't it? Especially as one daughter doesn't necessarily like to let go of much stuff. I think most of her stuff was in the loft, to be honest, more than ours. But anyway, she's been clearing and sorting, and I'm sure when she's back home and setting up her home, she can collect her stuff. Anyway, I move on. So it's been one step at a time, one one moment at a time. And it's been helping us to be very present. And I know Will's really been embracing what we've needed to get done, and it's great. He's amazing. He's literally, I can't believe what he's achieved in like 3 weeks. I think it's only been 3 weeks since we found out we were moving, and he's literally, he's like a machine, that man. And just what he's created in our new home, because it needed a bit of work, but what he's done is incredible, and there's more to do, and he wants to get it nice for us for when we move in. And it's just amazing. And then I've just been working hard and just kind of doing all the bits that I can, though it hasn't stopped him doing the cooking, which is rather handy, because I don't really like cooking, so that's rather handy. So yeah, we're just taking one day at a time. I think that's what I'm just trying to say, is one day at a time. If we look at a mountain, don't we? We look at that top of that mountain and you think, how the bloody hell am I going to get up the top of there? How are we going to get up there? But you just do, don't you? You just climb one step at a time. And so that's what we've been doing. And then that's reminded me of a trip. Oh my goodness me. So the girls and I, when it was in 2002, so Amelia was 10 and Harriet was 8, and we went on this trip, just the three of us, and we went to Cornwall on the train to Polperro, and we stayed in a beautiful little cottage, and it was Easter time because there was a bottle of wine for me and there was some Easter eggs for the girls. And it was a really special time because at the time, I think I was a single mom. I don't think Will and I were back together then. And we didn't have much money, but somehow we manifested this cottage. I think the house I was living in, my landlord owned the cottage, so he let me have it really good rate. And we got the train, which was very magical and very special. And I remember one of the evenings when we were there, we had to go out in our pajamas because Harriet had spotted an eel in the harbour and had to phone Will to tell him all about the eel. And trooping down, because in Polperro there was no signal on the phone, so we had to go to this pub. Oh, it's just really funny. Anyway, that's not the point to my story, but it was just a memory that flashed in my mind there. And can you imagine having to troop out at like 8 o'clock at night in your PJs to go to a phone box because your daughter wants to phone her dad to tell her about an eel that she'd spotted in the river? I can't even remember. I think the eel was dead. And it obviously was so exciting that she needed to share this story. But we did this like, we did lots of cliff walks, and we had a ball. We literally had a ball. But we were climbing these rocks, and it was, for me, looking back, it was quite an adventure. And I was like, I remember jumping from one rock to another, thinking, I want to get there, but I have to do one rock at a time to get there. And it was like, there was quite slippery, and I don't even know where the girls were. I can't really remember, but I just remember that feeling of one rock at a time. And that would get us to where we wanted to go. And we couldn't see round. We couldn't just see round where we were going or what we were doing. But it really brought me into the moment. And it really took me out of my comfort zone. And I don't even know why, because it was only rocks and I was only like leaping over them. But it was something that I was uncomfortable doing on my own. But doing it one rock at a time, it was okay. And it was such fun. And it was like a moment of clarity for me back then about just coming into the moment and just dealing with this moment, this step, this rock. And it was quite illuminating for me at the time. And isn't that true, how we just need to take one day at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time, and enjoy this moment? Because sometimes it's not about the top of the mountain, it's about the steps that took us to get there. And I know we are going to really enjoy being in our new home. And I kind of want to be in it now. I want to be in that destination now. But I know we can't just fly to the top of the mountain. We've got to do the hard work to get there. And then we're going to appreciate it even more. And sometimes when we've reached a goal, sometimes it's like it's over, or it's there, and it's the steps that it took that are more enjoyable than getting there. Does that make sense? Do you get that? I know sometimes when you look forward so much to a holiday and you just can't, and you just can't wait. And then when you have the holiday and then it's over and it's like, oh, and then you look for the next holiday and then it's that excitement again. So it's kind of like enjoying the now, isn't it? I think that's what we need to, I think that's our purpose, is to enjoy the now, enjoy this moment and do all that we can in this moment. So even this task of moving seems so big, we're just doing it one moment at a time. And today I picked up Amelia's denim jacket and wore that today. I'd never worn this denim jacket before, and really like this denim jacket. It was really comfortable and everything else. And Will and I were discussing this one moment at a time. And then sometimes during the day I put my hand in the pocket, and I kid you not, but there was a piece of paper in her pocket, and it said on it literally the words, "one moment at a time." And I was like, have I just read that? It was such like a divine message, and just kind of confirmed what we'd been talking about. So yeah, so exciting. It really is. And so this week, definitely, because it's been so busy, has literally been one moment at a time. Just one moment at a time. And the other really exciting thing this week, my app is live. Yay! It is live and it's awesome. Honestly, it's absolutely fantastic. So much so, we've all put so much hard work into this app, and especially Alistair, who's developed it for us, and we've all inputted. Scott had this amazing idea of doing the app. He'd been doing this affirmation app, and he said to me good few months back, he was saying, and I'm sure I shared it on a podcast, and he said to me, Carolina, he said, why don't you do an app? And I was like, yeah, why don't I do an app? That would be awesome. And shared the idea with Alistair, and he's like, yeah, let's do an app. And so, and because I've done loads of workshops and taught loads and everything else, that because we always feel good after leaving, and we always, whenever I see my clients and everything else, and we forget the truths, we forget the gems, we forget the energy. And so the app is just reminders of how great you are, and that you can have a great day, and that you're magical and you're powerful and all of those wonderful things. And it's just a reminder. And so part of the app is to do with that. And there's also meditations on there. There's a gratitude journal. There's a reference to Ho'oponopono. I've recorded a Ho'oponopono meditation. And there's so much more. It's really cool, and I would thoroughly recommend that you check it out. It's on Apple and it looks beautiful, and yeah, I think it's pretty blooming awesome. So yeah, please do check it out. The app is called Soul Space by the Soul Coach. got a beautiful lotus flower as its logo, and it just looks really pretty on the Apple phone, and it's just got lots of, as I say, affirmations and so much more. So yes, please check it out. I'm really pleased to be announcing it, and I'm going to be talking about that a lot more, and hopefully do some free meditations and link to the app and do other stuff through it. So watch this space, because I really would love it to be a platform for others as well to offer yoga and tai chi and sound healing and meditations and lots more. So do watch this space, and I really hope you enjoy the app. It's less than a cup of coffee a month for you to subscribe to, and well, I think it's well worth it, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I hope you do too. I'm getting some good reviews on it, so I'm really happy. And yeah, I'm super grateful for everyone that's involved in it. Thank you to Will for bearing with me while I come up with another idea, and for bending his ear all the time, bless him. And yeah, super grateful for everybody that's inputted on that. And it's just going to grow and grow and grow. So yeah, so it's been exciting. And then there's been lots of other things happening. I'm working on another project of how to explain about, have you seen the quantum slit experiment? It's so fascinating, and how that relates to the law of attraction and living a life of magic. So working with the wonderful Alejandra on creating an animation around that. So I've been working on that. My book of Zen is complete. And what else has been going on this week? Oh, I'm finally getting the second dragon book illustrated. No, not illustrated. It's been illustrated, putting it together, and Alejandra's working with me on that as well. So there's a few projects on the go, but I find it all so inspiring. And honestly, whatever is driving this creativity, I absolutely love it. And I know our new home, which is surrounded in nature, there's going to be so much more. So yeah, I just love it. And I really want to be doing some free meditations, because I love doing those in lockdown, and it was so great to be able to offer those. So I really want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to offer you some treatments up where we're living as well. And also, Will and I are really excited for the next chapter in our life, because we're going to be travelling again. We're going to some great places. We've got some good trips planned. And I really hope to get my retreat going. I really wanted to do the Indian retreat, but I don't think it's going to be a goer. So maybe we'll do a UK one, do one closer to home to begin with, and then we'll do the Indian one. But we'll see what happens. It's new chapters. And on Wednesday night, just going back to this week, we did the spiritual awareness workshop, and the wonderful Fiona came, who is an astrologer, and she went through what's going on for the rest of the year, and in particular what's going on now and the eclipses. And so there's an eclipse on Wednesday, and in Libra, I believe. So those, wherever your house is, wherever your Libra is in your chart, there's going to be some great things going on there. And also there's an eclipse in October, and that's to do with Pisces, I think, or Aries. And so wherever that is on your chart, expect some great blessings from there. And also Jupiter and Saturn are in a square. So Jupiter's the planet of abundance, and Saturn is like the grounded part of that. So yeah, Jupiter and Saturn are quite square, so there's some great blessings happening around there. So yeah, it's a lot going on at the moment, so you're probably feeling some of that, but unexpected blessings coming your way, so look out for them. I think that's it. What's coming up in the next week for you? What's going on? I'm trying to think what's going on for me. Got a bit of a fairly chilled week this week. Had a lovely palm reading this last week, which was really nice. I love it when customers say, how do you see all that in the hands? It's quite amazing. It's literally all there. It really is. Have a look at your own hands and look at the lines on your hands. It's incredible that each of those lines means something. And I love how lines can change. I just love it. So I find that absolutely fantastic. And it's science. Anybody can learn it. You just apply the science behind it. It's quite interesting. So I think I've got clients on Thursday. Yeah, I've got some healing on Thursday and I think a palm reading. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've got a chilled day on Tuesday and Monday, doing some moving bits. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday working. So yeah, it's going to be a good week. Have a good one, whatever you're doing. And let's do a meditation. So if you can, close your eyes. But if you can't, then please don't. And maybe stop listening to this and do this part of it when you can, when it's safe to do so. If you're driving, but if you can, then just close your eyes and take a breath. But if you want to carry on and you are driving, just literally just come into your breath. Just become aware of your breath and just enjoy taking just some time out in some stillness. Breathing in, breathing out. All is well in this moment. Bring into your awareness everything that you're grateful for this past week, your learnings, your joyful moments, what went well. Really feel that in your body. And setting an intention for your week ahead. How do you want your week to be? What do you want to happen? Noticing your feet on the ground. Relaxing your shoulders. Thanks for listening. And until next week, have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye.